Puna. The Paralympics New Zealand team will be there Feb 28th and 29th, June till 4. Try out some exciting para-sport experiences like virtual reality blind football, wheelchair basketball, the hand cycle, and vertical jump challenges. You can also enter the Sport Hopper, February 28th and 29th at 38 Vertically Road. Support the team and have a great time.
Hi, I'm Chip, and I work at Cut Shop. You may ask, what's Cut Shop? Have you ever wanted a kitchen, not the same as your neighbour, or wanted a shelf or a cupboard that needs to fit into a given space? That's what Cut Shop is. According to your requirements. Look, size, type, or colour of wood. We also deliver countrywide. Check us out on Facebook. You'll be amazed. CutShop.com or contact us on 0800 Cut Shop.
What if your business could invest more in research and development? The government's new R&D tax incentive offers a 15% income tax credit on your qualifying research and development costs, helping your business grow and driving New Zealand forward. Boost your business's R&D with the R&D tax incentive and turn your what if into what is. Visit rdti.govt.nz to find out more. Summer clearance sale is on now at JI Home Furniture Design Store. Get amazing savings on a beautiful range of furniture, homeware, lighting and accessories. There's 20% off store-wide and up to 70% off selected items. Enjoy 50% off cushions and accessories, plus reduced prices on quality Artwood outdoor and Halo leather furniture. Limited time only. Visit the showroom at 36 Pollen Street, Ponsonby. Summer clearance sale on now at JI Home Furniture Design Store, New Zealand's home of Artwood and Halo.
Auckland, 89.4 FM. Simon Barnett and Phil Gifford, afternoons. Call 0800 80 1080 on News Talk ZB.
It's 2:24. It is a great chat again. We've really loved this afternoon. There's some wonderful texts and calls coming in. In this moment, we're talking about P, and the stat that came out yesterday from the University of Otago that almost a third of middle-aged New Zealanders have tried methamphetamine at least once. So our question is, why? You know, why would you even risk it to take it once? And obviously it gives you this incredible feeling, as one of our callers said, never had a feeling like it, couldn't sleep for 3 days, and freaked her out, and that's why she's only tried it once. But this text here says, hey guys, I'm watching a solo mum next door in an affluent neighbourhood on a downward spiral because of P. My last interaction with her was her trying to hide her teeth. As a neighbour, we've helped where we can with her section and childcare, but we're neighbours. The situation won't change. I think she's not salvageable. It's very, very sad. What an awful drug. Ken is on the line. He's tried it once. Hello, Ken.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, mate.
Good, thank you.
Who's that, Simon?
Simon and Phil.
Simon and Phil, we're both here, mate.
Well, I just remembered old Simon from years ago. He blew me away with this one-eyed dinosaur joke. That's how long ago I remember that guy.
Good on you, Ken.
Do you think he saw us?
That's right. Do you think he saw us? Good on you, Ken. Now tell us why you tried. Well, can I ask how old you are, Ken?
I'm 68 going on 12.
68. And when did you try P?
I would say I was about 47.
And why did you try it?
Well, I'd sort of smoked pot for about 40 years or 30 years at that stage sort of thing. And we're all partying one day, about 5 or 6 of us. I don't know why, what the hell was going on. Anyway, we were all pretty partying. I was a little bit getting pretty happy on the old smoke and having a few beers. And they come around and I never actually heard of P. I didn't know what it was. I said, what the hell is that you're smoking, you know? And they said, oh, it's, what do you call it, methamphetamine.
Yeah.
And I said, what is that? And he says, oh, it's just speed, man. It won't hurt you, you know. It's just, you know, I'd had a bit of coke in my life, and I thought, oh, everyone's just like coke. So I said to him, yeah, pretty much the same thing. And I said, oh, okay, give us a go, you know. So he gave me a go, and I'll tell you what, I never felt anything, really. I just stayed awake for bloody days. I hated it. Man, I never hated anything so much. But the other side of the coin is my brother has been so badly hooked on it. I went into the Henry Bennett Centre in Hamilton. That guy, he'd turned from a muscly, healthy-looking builder to this almost a skeleton,
Yeah.
veins sticking out of his head, and talk about lie. You'd sit there at the table having dinner, next to me saying, "Oh, they're coming through the roof. See the lights? Can you see the lights?" And I'd go, "What are you on about?" You know?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the best, man. And like, he tried to rip our whole family off. He just lied, and my mum was dying of emphysema. She had tubes and oxygen mask, and he wanted her to go so bad so he could get her money to get more pee. He was up the corridor squeezing the oxygen hose. So I'd been
Oh,
told.
God.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
His own
terrible,
mother,
mate.
you know?
Yeah,
And yet he
yeah.
used to be a really nice guy, help anybody, but now he's just a selfish, horrible thing you'd ever want to meet, man. Honestly, he's my brother, and I hate the guy.
Oh, Ken,
That's
that is...
awful. We're so sorry, Ken.
Ken, look, thank you very much for taking the time to phone, mate. Man, you see... Robbie, hi there.
Hey, chaps, how we going?
Good, thanks.
Good, thank you.
Loving your work, Simon. Just that you know that you and your family are in our prayers.
Oh, thank you very much, Robbie.
Good on you,
Hey,
mate.
a couple of texts ago, you had someone said that you guys are living in a cloud or dream cloud or dreaming or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you guys, that statement comes from someone who's racked with guilt.
Right.
It's the
Yeah.
only position that they come from, and look, I've had this personal experience with P. I won't go into too many details because, you know, the family loves listening to you guys, so they're probably listening. But you know, and it's so destructive, and you don't need to try it to know that it's destructive. If you've had a family member that's been involved, or family members, or you know, been involved, look, it's so destructive. There's a good reason the government have outlawed it.
Robbie, why did you or your family, why did they get into it? Had they experimented with other drugs? Were they feeling down in life? Was that why?
Fantastic question. Yeah, addictive personalities. Started with dope. You know, dabbled a little bit with alcohol, dabbled with a little bit of cocaine, and then P was just such a rush. The nurse said, you know, 3 days, on a high for 3 days, just feeling like you could do anything.
Yeah.
And as I say, I'm a little bit like what she said, with regards to, I like my sleep,
Yeah.
and so I don't want to be up for 3 days.
No, exactly. Robbie,
No.
mate, thank you so much for your prayers, and thanks so much for calling.
Thanks, Robbie. Appreciate it, mate.
It's 2:30. We've got headlines coming in just a moment, then we'll take another couple of calls. There isn't a line free at the moment, but don't let that put you off. Keep trying because we're keen to get your thoughts. 0800 80 1080, or you can text us 9292. Simon Phil with you through till 4.
News Talk ZB Auckland. Time saver traffic.
Get ready for your favourite blue hedgehog on the southern. Looks like there might have been a breakdown round about Khyber. Update us on that one. 0800 jammed, and reports of one in Ellerslie on Walpole Street at Mitchelson. 0800 5266633. The southwestern is still going well from the city. Hobson Street, 26 minutes to the airport through the tunnels. Sonic the Hedgehog, starring James Marsden and Jim Carrey, in cinemas now.
Never playing it safe on News Talk ZB.
What about that extremely ungrateful couple released from isolation today? Maybe they should have been left in Wuhan. That was shocking. I saw that guy, I thought, what a pellic.
All he wanted was a cold beer. I think he needed a kick up the arse.
Adidas was claiming today, for example, their business in China is down 85%. But I mean, Italy is the fashion center. I mean, what about Gucci and what about Burberry?
Already we're seeing China's staying away from this major event.
Keeping Kiwis in the know on News Talk ZB.
Family means everything, especially at Greenview Park Retirement Village. A boutique-sized village owned and managed by the same family for over 20 years and set within beautiful gardens. One-bedroom apartments and two-bedroom villas available now. Relaxed and friendly with their on-site care home, Terence Kennedy House. The Greenview Park family invites your family to view the exceptional atmosphere and grounds when it best suits you. Because family means everything. See greenviewpark.co.nz.
You trust the AA on the road. Now you can invite them home. AA Home Response will send an expert, trusted plumber, electrician or locksmith, usually within the hour. AA Home Response. Help in your hour of need. See your nearest AA centre or visit aahome.co.nz.
Renovate or extend your home with Next Level Construct. Next Level has builders available now. They build exactly to your requirements with a fixed price contract, on budget, on time, every time. See and hear from their clients and see their work at nextlevelconstruct.co.nz.
Come on down to the Parasport pop-up at Hurstmere Road, Takapuna. The Paralympics New Zealand team will be there Feb 28 and 29, 10 till 4. Try out some exciting Parasport experiences like virtual reality blind football, wheelchair basketball, the hand cycle, and vertical jump challenges. You can also enter the draw to win wireless headphones. T's and C's apply. The Parasport pop-up, February 28 and 29 at 38 Hurstmere Road. Support the team and have a great time.
News Talk ZB headlines.
With Blue Bubble taxis, it's no trouble with Blue Bubble. A flood of dirty water is pouring down Worcester Street in central Christchurch, with what appears to be a council vehicle sinking into a large hole in the road. Wellington Mayor Andy Foster has announced a task force to look into the capital's water infrastructure after major faults to water mains and wastewater pipes. Dozens dressed in hazmat suits and gas masks have stormed a Christchurch Regional Council meeting to protest proposals to expand a waste plant in Prebbleton. Police are hunting the gunman after at least 8 people have died after being shot in shisha smoking bars in the German city of Hanau near Frankfurt. A study showed earthquakes have a serious impact on sperm whales' ability to find food, with the 2016 Kaikoura quake making the mammals spend 25% more time at the surface for up to a year. Nelson residents can get out in some favourite reserves for a time. Some rainfall means the City Council has partially opened, some public areas closed because of fire risk. But Council spokesperson Roger Ball says conditions change rapidly, and if there isn't more rain, they're likely to close again. A new survey shows Kiwi businesses in China are taking evasive action. See more at NZ Herald Premium. Now back to Simon Barnett and Phil Gifford.
Thanks so much, Jodie. 26 to 3. Fascinating chat about the issue of pee, and it is an epidemic by all accounts. It's far worse than I thought. That's why Phil and I are discussing it, because I couldn't believe the statistic from the University of Otago Christchurch study that almost a third of middle-aged New Zealanders have tried pee. This text here says, "Hey guys, I do not believe some of your callers when they say they've tried it once and don't use it now. I don't believe that," says the texter. It is so addictive. This one says, "It's really important to stress that everybody has a different reaction to this horrible drug. My mate tried it once and it killed him. Left behind 2 young children just because he was curious. That's a fact." And this one says, "Regarding meth, all my friends were into it. Some of my family are into it now. It's destroyed their lives. I smoked meth once at the age of 18. I'm now 30, and I can see how addictive it is. I'll never try it again. It's very common. Goes on way more than people think." Now, John, what we're discussing is, because obviously it's been heavily discussed, but Phil and I were just intrigued to know sort of normal, law-abiding, non-drug-taking people.
Normally?
Yeah, normally. They're just going about their everyday lives, middle-aged people, and then these people that they say have tried it once and then never tried again. Why would you even try it once? Well, John is on the line. John's a businessman, and he's been through hell and back, really. Hey, John.
Hello, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. We're good, mate. How are you?
I'm good.
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 Excellent.
What's your story, John?
Pardon?
What's your story, please?
Well, my story is I own a couple of companies.
Yep.
And quite successful in my own right. But, and with that success comes a bit of money, which stress of the businesses and keeping up with stuff that I'm not that good at, I suppose. Dealing with government departments or whatever, the ants or employees that really, I had an employee later that came in and she was doing some book work and started stealing from me after taking on a rather large company.
Right.
And it took me a little while to figure it out, but stressed me out. And then having a young family, I started taking pee to actually stay up a little bit longer and get my work done.
So can I just pick up on that, John? When you say so, all the stress and the young family, then you just very casually mentioned, so I started taking pee. Where did you get?
I had done it when I was younger.
Right. Okay.
And so I knew what it was like.
Right.
And I actually caught a friend of mine who was smoking it in my garage, and I'd sort of told him I'd given up for 9 years or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And told him don't ever smoke it in my house. You know, he knew my situation on it.
Yeah.
But I was so tired and broken from having a young family, having the stresses of everything, and life got on top of me, I suppose, where I was at that point, shit, I just need something. I need something to help me, you know, and I mistakenly went back to meth. And then it started from there, you know. It started off as a once or twice, and then sure enough, after 2 or 3 years, it ended up I had a 6 gram a week or thereabout habit, which cost a considerable amount of money, roughly $2,400. And yeah, I suppose the rest is history. Eventually you end up in a bit of psychosis, or not quite psychosis for myself, but I was bordering on it, you know, like I could never find the keys or certain things about me, you know. And
what about your wife and your children, John? How did they react?
Well, my wife actually thought that I was having an affair, which only came out when I hit rock bottom and told her. So...
Are you off it now?
Yeah, no, I'm clean now. I'm clean around about 120 days, and I feel really good.
Good on you.
When I'm talking about it, because, you know, the things that I noticed on it and what it did for me, having a young family, was I'd had my child walk out or run out to where I was in the garage, and I got cameras all around the place and whatnot, but not because of that, but just because of our property.
Yeah.
And I'd see my child running out to the garage. Hey Dad, how are you? And I'll be like, go and ask Mum a question. And then I'd sit there and smoke on the pipe. And then she'd come running out again. I'd be like, go and ask Mum a question. And then eventually one day, she didn't run anymore. Well, it's a girl. So she didn't run anymore. She just casually walked out because she knew that I was going to say, go and ask Mum a question.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We do.
That's when it started really hitting home for me. Plus also, I detached myself from my clientele base. And, you know, I used to be the guy go around and, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Make sure my other guys, or my workers were doing their job and so on. But I sort of detached, and I hadn't even talked to clients for years, you know?
Yeah.
I'm talking 2 or 3 years, but...
Did you ever become violent on it, John? Because there does seem to be this correlation between meth, as distinct from other drugs, and violence.
I wouldn't say violent, agitated, because of you going through, when you're the big boss, you get hit with all the shit. It comes back to the boss. And you either take it on the chin or you delegate it. But at that time of my life, I suppose I felt that I had to try and fix everything and help build everything. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't say violent, because if anything, for myself, I would just smoke some more, and you could quite easily just forget about everything that had just happened. So I can't even remember episodes where I was angry, looking for something, going, where the bloody hell is this gone?
Yeah.
Where's that gone?
Exactly. John, can I ask one question that intrigues me? If you had the chance to talk to somebody that was considering even thinking about trying it out as an experiment, or just for the buzz or whatever, I'm working on the presumption that your advice would be, don't go near that stuff.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. And what I rang up about was, before I was listening to your presentation or your radio show, and I heard this guy say I'd smoked or taken some cocaine. And what I learned, I went into rehabilitation, which was very hard to get into, and it cost me a good sum of money.
Yeah.
But put myself into a 6-week program. Luckily, I had the ability to do that, you know, and it's not easy for anyone to come up with that kind of money, which we're talking 15 to 20 grand.
Yeah.
But by going there, it gave me the tools I needed to know when I could say, no, I don't want to take any more, or I need to get away from this person. They're a red light person.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say was, say you have a normal, good, feel-good moment in life,
yep,
which could be watching your kid do something and you go, wow, that's amazing. You get a dopamine shot of around 200 from that, right?
Yeah.
When you smoke pot, I think now the pot and the alcohol could be back to front. I think pot is around 350 dopamine shot, and alcohol, when you get to, these are when you get to your peak points, just before you go over the edge and you do something stupid like drive a car or something like that, you know, when you've been drinking.
Yeah.
You're hitting 300 to 350 for pot and alcohol, and they're attaching into different fats in your brain from the way I've been taught. I'm not a scientist, but different fats that do different things, right?
Yeah.
You have sex, then you're going to get a 400 shot of dopamine. You take cocaine, you're going to get 600 shot of dopamine. You take meth, you're going to end up with a 1200 shot.
Oh my goodness, is that a fact?
That is why it's so. Yeah, this is what we went through, and what we were taught, and that is why it's so addictive.
John, look, mate, it's been so good to talk to you, and thank you so much for sharing your story. We could chat to you for another half an hour. John, just before you go, I'll read your text that's come in. It says, wow, this guy John's incredible. I hope you realise how big an accomplishment it is for him to get off that drug. Good on him. I'll leave you with that, John, because that'll be an encouragement to you, and thanks so much for sharing your story.
Thanks very much, John.
Add one thing, though.
Yeah.
For anyone who is looking to give up, look at good food. Look at resetting your sleep patterns. So in bed, 9:30 every night, up at 7 a.m, whatever. If you can get some time off work to do that, that's fine. Different foods, but then also exercise daily, guys. You know, you've got to really build your system up again.
Good on you.
And just look after yourselves, and don't take it as, fuck, life's hard, and resort back to what everyone hates it, mate. No one that I know loves smoking meth.
John, you're a good man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
John.
it very
Appreciate
much.
your thoughts. Thanks, mate.
And there we'll leave it. Look, as we say, we could do another 4 hours on this, but we won't, because we've got a lot of texts on other stuff to get through. I'll finish with this text because I think it's really salient in light of the discussion. Hi, Seinfeld. My ex-husband was a P user. We were married for 25 years, and the drug took over, and he became very violent. I said to him finally, look, it's the drugs or our marriage. He chose the drugs. He had everything before the drugs. It has ruined our whole family.
And that, sadly, is not an uncommon story with this particular scourge that is throughout the country.
16 minutes to 3. News Talk ZB with Seinfeld.
News Talk ZB Auckland community notices with stressless recliners from Danske Mobile Furniture. Huge summer sellout on now.
The Otahu Phoenix Market is on every Thursday from 7 a.m. on Avenue Road. It's a friendly community market selling a large variety of clothing and goods, plus fresh fruit and veggies at the best prices and bargains galore. It's cheap to hold a stall, so hold your garage sale there and make some extra cash. For more, go to aucklandmarketnz.co.nz.
Caring for our community. News Talk ZB and Danske Mobile Furniture.
If you want the best price on the world's best brands of tyres, go online and hit the Hyperdrive. Buy your next set of tyres online from Hyperdrive and choose from 250 fitting locations nationwide. Shop from over 100,000 tyre options to suit every type of car. See hyperdrive.co.nz. The largest range of tyres online.
If you love water sports and have the need for speed and adventure on the water, you need a new 2020 Sea-Doo jet ski with the latest hull design from Action Sports Direct North Shore. They're fast, reliable, incredible handling, and look sharp. Go fishing, water skiing, wakeboarding on a Sea-Doo from Action Sports Direct. Need finance? They've got that too. Lending criteria apply. Action Sports Direct North Shore with over 100 American bikes on display. Your official Sea-Doo dealer on the North Shore.
What if your business could invest more in research and development? The government's new R&D tax incentive offers a 15% income tax credit on your qualifying research and development costs, helping your business grow and driving New Zealand forward. Boost your business's R&D with the R&D tax incentive and turn your what if into what is. Visit rdti.govt.nz to find out more. Love Matisse.
It's the Matisse Once in a Blue Moon sale. 30 to 80% off the world's best furniture designs, kitchens, sofas, lighting, dining suites, and more. With 30 to 80% off famous brands like B&B Italia, Casina, Arclinia. Moon sale is on now. In Sunday, you will literally save thousands. Visit matisse.co.nz.